Thank you for tuning in. Please like, turn on notifications, subscribe, or share. Want to be a guest? Email podcast@tricountyareachamber.com.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Chamber Chat Live. You'll see up on the screen the Mission and Vision Partners are MVPs for January through June of 2021. While you're looking at them, I just want to remind everybody quick of our mission, leveraging the power of membership to provide valued membership services and proactive leadership for the Tri-County region. And our vision is the Tri-County area has a strong sense of place, quality of life, economic opportunity, and generations of leaders to support the region's businesses and communities. And the people that you see on your screen are responsible for us being able to carry through that mission and that vision. So we appreciate their support, and however you can support those on the screen, we would greatly appreciate it. Hello, welcome to this edition of Chamber Chat Live. My name is Eileen Doutrick. I'm president of the Tri-County Area Chamber of Commerce. And if you tuned in with us on Monday, one, thank you for doing so. And two, you're aware that our normal host, Bill Vitiello of the Victory Bank, is on a hiatus at the moment. We are working to host March with Danielle Rexroad on our staff and myself in honor of Women's History Month. So we look forward to bringing you today's guest, which we will do momentarily. But I wanted to go over a couple of chamber announcements. March is a busy month for us. We just started yesterday with our coffee chat group met. We have an event scheduled for tomorrow, one of our skill up sessions, which is a seminar workshop type format. We have Jenna Armato, who will be going over the 3 questions to supercharge your momentum. There's still time to register if you would like to join us. On the 9th, we have one of our Maximize Your Membership sessions. This is so you know how to best use your chamber membership, but we could also invite those who are considering chamber membership to join us as well. So if you are not yet a member, please feel free to reach out and maybe we can get you signed up to participate in that Maximize so you can find out a little bit more about our organization. And then we have a member meetup and check-in, which is our version of virtual networking. And that will be on March 17th from 10 to 11. So we hope you can join us for one of these upcoming events. And that will be all for now from the president's desk. And we will continue with our interview. So joining me on the screen right now, Danielle Rexroad. Danielle's our Marketing and Communications Director with the Tri-County Area Chamber of Commerce. And we will wait for our guest. Today we have Carina Hatfield. Carina is the owner of Weigner Insurance. Hello, Carina.
Hi. Hi, ladies. How are you?
Very good. Thank you for joining us today. Great to see you.
Happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Sure, even though I see you every other Tuesday, but we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Sounds good. I know. I love it.
So let's get started talking about Weigner Insurance and just a little bit about who you are. How did you get started in this industry?
Sure. So I'm currently the president of Weigner Insurance Financial Services in the north end of Pottstown. I started in 2005 working with my dad. I'm a 3rd-generation agent. And luckily enough to have the opportunity to take over the business in 2013, approved by Nationwide at the time to take over the business when my father passed away untimely. I got into the business. I wanted, so before I got into this business, I was a massage therapist and also a preschool music teacher. And so just thought about my career. I was a massage therapist for about 10 years and wanted to do something a little bit more. I was starting to get arthritis and pain and stuff like that. And so sat down with my husband and he said, well, what do you want? What do you want out of your business? And I said, I want something that matters. I want to do something that matters. And I want to be able to earn I want the reflection of how hard I work in my earning. And I want to be able to travel. And when we have a family, I want to be able to be at those things. And my husband said, you want to work for your dad. You want to sell insurance. And after my brief sigh, because my sister and I both said, who are now in the business, my sister as well, we both said we never wanted to be in this business growing up. Realized that it was the perfect fit for us, or the perfect fit for me at the time, perfect fit for her a couple years later. And sat down, had my dad to dinner, and told him thought I wanted to get into it. So it's been a fabulous experience ever since.
What was his reaction? A family business is a little bit of a different, environment. It has a little bit of a different chemistry. So what was his reaction to that decision on your part?
So I didn't find out until later that he had really always wanted my sister and I to be in the business. I think every parent does. But he really never expressed that to us. He always wanted us to do what we wanted to do and really made that forefront. So when I took him out to dinner, we were actually at Cotillo's, and he dropped his fork and knife. I thought he was going to have a heart attack right then and there. And he said, all right, well, let's figure this out. We'll make it work. And honestly, it's been great. And it was great to work for him. I said I had the opportunity for 8 years to be with my dad, Monday through Friday. And we had the opportunity to fight with each other and quit and fire each other and all those things. And, and to learn and grow with each other. And not a lot of kids get to do that with their parents. And I'm so fortunate that I was able to learn from him and have those experiences.
No, that's too funny because, I forgot about the massage business because you were a member.
I was a member of the chamber.
Company.
Yes.
So,
yes.
So I completely forgot that you did that. But the other piece, one of the things we've talked about, we created a roundtable at one point in time of family businesses, and it does have that unique, the unique thing that I always remember people saying was you don't realize it's the same group of people that you have to work with day in and day out, but then you also have to join at the Thanksgiving and Christmas table, and sometimes that changes the dynamic. So I think it's funny that you said about firing each other and yelling.
We walked out on each other. We yelled at each other. We fired each other. We both quit. But that's part of the genuine reflection and attitude of the business. And one of the things my sister and I share now is that there are not many places where you can talk to your boss in that manner. Not that it's right, wrong, or however you feel, but you get the true honesty of someone out of it. And we have that now, her and I do. We have those bad days and those amazing days, and we get to share all of that with each other. And I'm so lucky for that. That right. Brutal honesty, I guess, is what you would call it.
Oh, that's awesome. So I do want to share with everybody, you mentioned earlier being on the north end of town. So let's talk a little bit about where you came from, why your business is here, where your business actually is, although people can't necessarily find you there right now.
Nope, I'm not there. I'm there right here, right now.
At the moment,
usually I'm
yes,
not. So I grew up in Pottsgrove. I actually went to Pottsgrove and graduated late 90s from Pottsgrove, and so did my sister. Our office started, my grandfather started in Oaks. My dad started on North Charlotte Street in Pottstown, and we've kind of moved up and down Charlotte Street. So we were right across from Family Restaurant. We moved up, and now I'm down right on the corner of Charlotte and Mervine. So, and I purchased that building, one of the outer edges of the borough 8 years ago, and happy to be here and support the Pottstown borough.
So one of the other things that I think is interesting is just again, the longevity of a business, with yours being family run and family oriented. You probably have a lot of people that have carried through your generation. So, is that the case with your customer base?
Yes. A lot of our clients, so we're very family run and very family oriented, which I love. A lot of my clients were clients of my grandfather's, and we have hilarious conversations about that, or clients of my dad. Some clients remind me that my dad used to take me on appointments with him. And I used to play with the kids while he would have his reviews. And caught myself doing that pre-COVID quite often as well. I would, bring the kids in, or they would bring kids into the office, which just makes it so much of a better experience. People are more relaxed, not worrying about the babysitter or anything else, and just getting to know the full family aspect, and getting to know someone so I can make recommendations for people in a better sense than I could if I was only just hearing the words they were saying to me at the time.
Right. Well, and I think that tees up Danielle pretty nice for her first question.
It does. Yeah, so you sort of just answered it, but I wanted to ask you, what you think sets your business apart maybe from other insurance companies. So you had mentioned, that really family-oriented atmosphere and aspect of the business. Do you think that's the main thing that sets you apart, or is there anything else, that makes you guys different?
Yeah. So obviously the family atmosphere, we just love getting to know our clients, getting to know all the stuff they have and the way to protect them the best way. But also, I like to insure the odd things. So I get the calls for some super crazy. One of our clients had a farm and used to drag race snowmobiles on grass drag racing. And so it took me like a month to find this, but I got into that niche market and some other things in there. I like the small businesses. Being a family business owner myself and a small business owner, my husband owns a small business in Pottstown and it's a family business. I love working with them and trying to help them as well. So, and then also our entire agency is a member of NAFA, which is our professional association, which it holds us to a higher standard of ethics. And we just really like to make sure our clients are protected.
Right. That's awesome. And also, that reminds me, I wanted to congratulate you on the recognition you got. It was NAFA, was it Agent of the Year or
Young
Provider of the Year?
Young Advisor Team Leader of the Year. So it's under 40, recognized to one person in the country, and lucky enough to receive that last year. So
yeah,
thank you.
That's amazing. So congratulations to you for that.
Thank you.
One final question before Eileen sort of wraps it up, talking about reach. One thing, if you have to share with the audience, that you think everyone should know when it comes to insurance coverage.
Yeah, so it's kind of the thing that nobody wants to talk about and nobody actually wants to have, but everybody needs to have, right? So, the big thing is to be open and honest with your agent, have a conversation and let them help you. And if they're not, find another one. So, take that time to go over things and really, an insurance agent or an advisor, at the end of the day, they want to make sure that at that worst time, at that car accident or that house fire or the, unprecedented death of a loved one, they want to be the person that steps in and tries to help make it better. And the only way we can do that is if we have a conversation beforehand and do the planning the proper way. So talk to your agent. There's a lot of amazing advisors and agents in this area. Besides myself and anyone I work with, we would all love to help you. So.
Yeah, and I'm sure that family-oriented aspect that, you really try to create, that probably helps with a level of comfort with your clients, making them feel more comfortable with you and building a really strong relationship. So I'm sure that really helps in that aspect.
My kids have been in the office since the day they were born. So a lot of times I feel like they come in not to visit me. They want to see the kids. So it's been hurting working my clients, and can't wait till the kids are back in school and be a little bit more comfortable and open the doors again. So
keeping in that, let's go back to the insurance association you're a part of, and let's tell everybody your current role with that group.
So I'm currently the president of NAFA Pennsylvania. So that's the National Association of Insurance and Financial Advisors, and I currently serve as the state president for this year.
Fantastic. So congratulations again on that
Thank
role,
you.
but also, to lead a state association like that is a lot of responsibility. That's on top of your daily business, and being a mom, you're also trying to run an organization, so, and congratulations, as well as Danielle said, I echo that on your recognition that you received. So
thank you.
Before we go into reach, just want you to highlight, because this is, a show about your business, you do have the financial piece that I want people to realize, on top of the insurance services. So maybe just a quick summary of products and services that people can find at Weigner.
Sure. So we offer the auto, home, renters, condo, all that stuff, as well as the life insurance and financial advising, retirement planning. A lot of people we're finding now, and my role in NAFA, doing some research and study on people thinking that they need to have a lot of money or a lot of retirement funds to set up a retirement plan or even have life insurance. You don't. So speak to someone. If you have nothing, speak to someone about working on getting a goal towards planning that. And we do that. We do group 401ks for people, health benefits, disability insurance, the long-term care. Kind of, we do everything pretty much,
Right.
and love it. And if we don't hear, we can help you find someone who can. So.
Okay. One-stop shop. There's nothing wrong with that.
Enjoy helping all around. So
that's great. Thank you for that, Carina. So one of the things we wanted to talk with you about, just as we are in Women's History Month, you've been a crucial part of what has become our Reach Coffee Chat. As I shared previously and shared on the opening of on Monday's show, Reach was a group we used to have Women of the Workforce, rebranded. Thank you for serving on that committee to help us through that rebranding process. We now have a new group called Reach, and we started these bi-weekly coffee chats. So I've told the story before, so why don't you tell the story of how this all started?
Sure. So I was on the Reach committee, and we were, I think, the last in-person meeting. One of the other ladies and I were kind of like, we can host a happy hour. Let's do that. Oh, then things shut down, and it was only going to be a couple weeks. And so I had reached out to Eileen and said, you know what, when things open up, let's get back on this happy hour, which then turned into, you know what, things aren't going to open up as soon as we think they are. How about a coffee chat? And so as reluctant as I was, which you might not know, because I was not comfortable with Zoom at the time, I'm like, you know what, I'm going to jump in. To embrace it, and let's do it. And it's been almost a year now. I can't believe it. We had a hiatus for like a month in there for the summer, and such a great group of amazing women in this community that get together every other week, every other Tuesday, and have coffee, tea, breakfast, whatever, and just share stories of success and struggles and laugh and cry and everything else and goals. It's just such a great group, honestly, to be together.
So two things. One, I was looking at the calendar. It looks like we started meeting on April 28th, maybe.
My goodness.
And like you said, we took maybe a break over the summer there for, a month or so, but we've been every other Tuesday since then. And we have a Facebook group. So if people are listening, you can join our Reach Facebook group. We post inspirational things there. We tell each other stories there. It really is a group that supports and celebrates each other. As like Carina mentioned, that support, sometimes there's tears, sometimes there's struggles. We all go through them. So we want the group to know that we are there to support each other. Another thing to point out, I just finished updating the spreadsheet this morning of our participant list. We're up to 30 women. Not every woman is able to sign on every other Tuesday, but we have 30 women who are now part of that participant list to be a member of our coffee chat group, which I think is fantastic. And a thank you to Carina. Carina actually leads our meetings every other week. When she came to me with the idea of doing the social hour, and I went back to her with coffee chat, I asked if she'd be willing to kind of.
I think it was just one at the time. It was one. Like, it wasn't a recurring thing.
So here we are, almost a year later. We had a great article in the Reading Eagle yesterday talking about our group with some wonderful testimonials from some of our members. But I just wanted to also share with the group, we try and also do some educational pieces. So if you want to talk a little bit about yesterday's conversation.
Sure. So we had a conversation mainly about not apologizing, not saying you're sorry so much, and kind of sent that out a week ago, an article that was written, and just how we specifically as women communicate, and how we apologize for things, or we use the word just or sorry. And I actually today caught myself in quite a few emails apologizing for being busy doing my job, and deleted that quick. So, but it was a great conversation this week. We had a great, we have a great conversation every other week, but about the vision, about creating a vision board and what our goals are and sharing them, and not always sharing our work stuff, sharing our personal stuff too. And I think that's what we look whole body, holistically, and get to know each other. I love hearing people that are getting together outside or having conversations outside of our biweekly meetings, and getting to help each other and chat outside of it as well, and making those connections. Because I don't think it would happen if we were I honestly don't think it would happen if we were in person, because not everyone would be there. And we have people that travel and they check in from Florida or the airport or their closet at their wherever. We've had people all over. And it's just an awesome group. I'm so happy.
Well, and I think sorry, Eileen.
Go ahead,
I was just going to say, I think sort of like a silver lining of the pandemic is everyone's kind of shown the more human side of themselves. And I think when you know someone on a personal level, it also helps with a professional connection. So I think what's great about Reach is that you do share struggles on both ends of the spectrum, whether it's personal and at home or in the workplace. I think it creates even greater relationships. So, I think the coffee chats were a great idea, and I can see firsthand how much the group has grown and how much everyone loves those calls.
Yeah, we had a conversation before we got into it on Tuesday about breakfast, like breakfast prep. And you don't have those if we were going to a meeting somewhere. You wouldn't have that candid conversation. I know there's been some conversations about different workouts and exercise routines and weight loss and all kinds of stuff that I don't think we would have had otherwise. So happy to be part of that.
That's awesome.
Well, and I think too, for people who know our organization, and especially where we've been focused coming into this 2021 year, is relationships, and we've done a lot more on customizing some of our programming to smaller groups, knowing that relationship gets a little stronger when you get a chance to know someone a little better. And the bigger the group, even though you get to meet everybody on the screen, if there's 30 blocks, it takes a while to get through all of those blocks and have everybody introduce themselves. But, I think this group is a true testament to that relationship building. And, you, like you said, the random things that we talk about, but it's helpful, if it's not, it's at least helping one person on the call because we've had a conversation about it. Maybe they posed the question. But you don't realize how many other people, with the conversation we had yesterday on, the saying I'm sorry and the word just and just the way, sorry, the way people
don't say sorry.
I know, right? See, now I can't talk because I'm not sure what I'm going to say.
Right.
The conversations and the experiences that people were having, even in our own conversations with our own children, and how we're really setting those roles up and setting up daughters, and, just really kind of helping the next generation to not follow necessarily in our exact footsteps, but to make some changes, now, and try and teach them some different ways of communicating. And again, it's not every day, and it's not every person that reads your communication in a particular way. But if we can come across in a different manner and be respected in a different way, just by communicating a little differently, then it's helpful to all of us in getting the answers and getting the help that we need. Our work is just as important as everybody else's, and that's the point that we were trying to make in the conversation that we had yesterday. And I'll try and remember when I get off of here into the REACH Facebook group, I can put a link. Tammy Doms, who's with Santander Arena and the Reading Royals, shared with us the article that we're talking about that we shared with the group. And I can post that in the REACH Facebook group for anybody else that may want to take a look at it.
Yeah, it was a great article.
So, and there's plenty more out there on the topic. So we're going to wrap things up. Carina, just one more time, how people can find you, email, phone number, I know, and there it is. Drew's been putting up your website.
Thank you.
So where can people get a hold of you?
Sure. Our agency phone number is 610-323-2142. And there's our website, has all my email contact information on there. And we're on Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram and all that other stuff. So happy to be here and help.
It's another job in and of itself as a small business, right? It's doing all of those extra pieces.
You know what? I have an amazing office. So
I was going to say, how dare you try and sell insurance?
I know, and do all the things, right? Nope. I have amazing support staff and team, and that's how I'm able to serve in these positions and do these things. So, and amazing clients who love that, we're part of the community as well. So.
That's awesome. And you are part of the community. Thank you for what you do for our organization and supporting us, and specifically REACH. I want to thank you for coming on today and sharing a little bit about your story and giving our audience some more information about your background, how you got started, and just what sets you apart, from those other insurance agencies out there. So we hope people reach out to you if they have insurance needs. So again, thank you, Carina. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in today. We are glad you were able to join us. And we look forward to another show on Monday at 1:00. And Danielle, if you want to remind me who we have as our guest on Monday.
Yes, Coach Adrian Turner will be joining us on Monday. And also for Wednesday of next week, we'll be having Jenna Armato on.
Two fabulous women in the community. Oh, my goodness. They're awesome.
Actually, two previous speakers for the REACH Coffee Chat.
They are.
Both Jenna and Adrian to do some sessions with our Coffee Chat group. So yes, looking forward to continuing our messaging for the month of March and celebrating the women in our community. So thanks for being part of that, Carina.
Thank you. Thank you. Honored to be here.
That's awesome. Thank you. Again, thank you to our Tri-County Area Chamber of Commerce 2021 Mission and Vision Partners that are on your screen. We thank you for tuning in and joining us today. We look forward to seeing you on Monday. Have a great afternoon. Get out and enjoy the great weather. And this is Eileen Doutrick signing off. Till next time. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in. Please like, turn on notifications, subscribe, or share. Want to be a guest? Email podcast@tricountyareachamber.com.